Alrighty. We are back. Back for another episode of I Mangle Things Terribly. Alright. Well, as usual, I have too much amethyst and I need to start mixing in other stuff. We've been messing with portals. Seems to kind of be okay. But we're going to have to play around with that for a bit, I suppose. Huh. Do that. Okay. I think everything... I'm not entirely sure, but I'm kind of thinking what I want to do maybe is I'll just have two portals. And then one portal will just have all the material. And then each row, based on like the density or the whatever it is, will just separate out. And so then the last thing will be dirt coming down here or gold coming down here, those sorts of things. And good day to you too as well, DK. I'm in the process of trying to figure out how terribly I've messed things up and how I need to fix it. Because that's just how it's going right now. Let's see. Oh, hey, John. Yeah. It's been a good day. Everything's going great. Busy work stuff and whatnot, but honestly, it's all good. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a piece of gold. Well, life and wife, they're both doing good. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking is I need to figure out how to do this all, because this is definitely not the most efficient method. So yeah, I'm sort of thinking of doing like I don't know, maybe like every 5 spaces or 5 gaps, I'll just have it going. And each one, like I said, I have to figure out the density of everything though. And then just as it travels across, it'll eventually fill in. I don't know if that's going to be the best way to do it. Although I suppose we just have to make a bunch of void bloom, get all this red sand used up. Let's see. Oh, yeah, here. Let's see. Honestly, I think a lot of it is just because it moves fast enough that it all just piles up and goes through. So I'm not too worried about that. This is probably way too much anyway because it can't even get that far. And ideally, this will work its way back down and through, so it shouldn't matter too much. But I feel like this whole getup that I've currently got is meant more for smaller, steady quantities rather than like a big mass of stuff. I highly suspect that's a lot of it. I need to figure out or look up and find more efficient versions. In the meanwhile, though, I'll just have to keep doing it. Oop. I'll just have to keep it. Wow, that's a tongue twister. I will just have to keep doing it the not efficient way. I don't know why that was so hard to say. Good heavens. I think this should be pretty good, right? Ooh, a good sifter sorter, or not sifter sorter, sifter washer. That's the word. Yeah, I'm pretty sure somebody has made much more efficient versions of stuff than what I've made. I mean, heck, there's guys, because obviously with the mods, there's guys that have already broken down the code and know exactly how everything works. And I'm like, okay, I don't know. Way, hey, where? Just working on getting red sand to deal with all the petals that I've got building up over there. This should work, right? Yeah, I've seen a little bit about that. I'm just like, what in the world is going on with Lego stuff? Like, why am I getting this in my feed? I said, I've never been. The place seems fine, I guess, but I've never actually been. Well, you have to let me know which video Trim does that one, or is that kind of just his standard? This is what he uses type of build, like design. Because if it is, then I could probably watch any of the videos to pick it up. But if there's a specific one where he's like, I'm going to try out a new design, you know, things like that, then it'll give me which one I can check out. But yeah, no, all that stuff about Lego. It's definitely one of those, I'm gonna have to give it time, like let it cool down, see what comes out, what actually is going on, like who's really involved or what really was said. Because especially when you start getting into like corporate-y type stuff and franchising, it can get a little tricky. But yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'll definitely have to keep an eye on what's going on. But anything that's like that, especially if somebody does some viral video, I can guarantee there is more going on behind the scenes than what's actually being said, and somebody is probably twisting something. Not to say that something did or didn't happen. I don't know. That's the whole point. But we'll definitely have to wait and see. Yeah. But yeah, no, I don't doubt that there have been some issues. Okay. I think I'm gonna do this. Maybe this'll help. I don't know. I might have to make just a bunch of small planter boxes in order to get this to work properly. Because this obviously, like I said, is a fairly poor design. If it's definitely all his go-tos, then that should make it easier for me to be able to catch up on it and see which ones. Because I haven't watched a lot of his stuff. I've seen a little bit. I think one of his videos was the original one that kind of got me interested in the game, I think. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's not bad, but I'm wondering, ooh, maybe that's an idea. What if I make this and instead of having it big, I cut it to like half the size, but I make it really long. And I can have like 10 of these things and it'll all just go in. Oh, no, because either way, it's still going to overload on Amethyst. And that's the issue. All the Amethyst. I know, I know. My burner design is not good. I can't. I can't. There. To be fair, as terrible as this design is, this isn't the part that I'm worried about. The part I have issues with is all the overload. I just have too many pedals. I mean, too much plus poor design does not help. As is obviously evidenced. You know, I should just move this all the way down. Just make this entire thing all pedals like this, just all the way down. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. I mean, I could do that, fill that all up. That'd probably be pretty cool. Maybe I will do this. I'll let what little bit I've got finish processing, and then I'll just fill up the space. Just fill up the whole space, just like this. Nope. And I did it wrong. I forgot that it was a liquid. And it went through the cracks. Score. I don't have extra. Okay. Let's just drop down. This one. Like so. And then we're gonna fill this. Did it not pick? Did not pick. Hurry. Whew. Okay, not too much gets through. And you know what? We're gonna just do filter. We're gonna only do cinder. Wrong button. There. Now I can go back. It would help if I did the right thing. There. Okay. All right. I don't think this is everything, but maybe this will give me a good idea of all of the, I guess, densities or buoyancies or whatever. I want to say density. Obviously, I've got way more amethylus than I need. Dump some of that, dump some of that. Okay. I think because of the amethylus, I'm going to be missing some red sand unless I put a bunch of red sand in here. But if I do, it's all just going to turn into that. Which is fine. Yes, I did want to do this. I want to grab this guy. Oh, come on. Come on, there's a couple of you. Come on. Oh, do I not have enough? I don't have enough. Come on, break. This is a tough cinder. Holy cow. Why did that take so much? Oh, that's weird. Do this. Ooh, that would have been bad. I definitely don't want to get rid of the lava just yet. Well, this planter box is almost empty. Oh, and some good news. We do have somebody new hire, and apparently they've worked at the they worked at this job and position before. So hopefully that'll be quick, and then I might be able to go back to my like normal schedule stuff. Obviously, we'll have to see, but we do have a new person hired on, so hopefully it'll get things back to normal. Oh, well, that was convenient. Let's go ahead and get rid of all of this. Now, let's see if this new idea is any better than the last one. Or am I still going to have a terrible time with it? Ugh. On the plus side, I think I might have the possibly heating issue that I was having. I think I might have that figured out. I went ahead and the thermal paste that I had was a little old, and I don't think I quite got a proper application the last time I had to pull my cooler off. So I think it was just thermal throttling, possibly. It doesn't really affect this one because this game is not that intensive. But when I was playing Abiotic Factor, it shut off on me twice. But I went ahead and got one of those like thermal pads instead of just doing the paste. That way things hopefully can stay on properly. And I don't have to worry about anything shifting or going bad on me. So I did some play testing after I got it all put back together and everything, and it seems to be working okay now. I mean, for all I know, I'm still having the same issue. I also got a little fan, so I can take the fan and put it next to my computer to help get the hot air to blow away. Because my desk is kind of in a corner. And having my desk in the corner, it does restrict airflow a little bit. I tried to make sure there was room, but it also might have some airflow restrictions, especially if my AC or whatever isn't running. I don't have stuff to blow into the little cubby space I've got. So I did get a little, like a portable fan that I can sit back and, or not sit back, sit down there and have it go through everything. So far it seems to be working okay. Okay, well, Void Bloom is definitely the highest. So, I think what we're going to do is Portal 1 coming out. Put it there. And we're going to have it block Void Bloom. Ooh. Block Void Bloom. Like so. Next one seems to be Amethyst. So we'll go block Amethyst. Because the idea, and like I said, this might not work, but here's my idea. If I put a one gap like this, then anything that piles up will get sucked down. And so anything that piles up will get sucked down. And what it'll do is, because the stuff that's more dense will want to pull down to the filter, it'll go down to the next filter. So that's kind of the idea. In fact, I'm going to make this a double wide. put it out to here. It's not quite all the way. And then each section, each thing, will go into their respective spaces. Let's see. Filter, what's the next one down? I gotta go all the way down here. Ooh. Cinder. Okay, let's do a test. Ah, it's ice. Okay, so cinder, slag, burnt slag. Ooh. This one's going to be a little trickier. Because if it doesn't want to separate, if it has the same densities, then that's going to make it difficult. Obviously gold is the heaviest. Well, let's see. Wet spores. I didn't want to grab amethylus. I want to grab wet spores. Because obviously gold is going to go down to the bottom. Sand. Come on, spores. Okay, so spores go down. Snow. I wonder. Will this mix, or am I just... Oh, wait, do I have the multi-grab thing? Multi-grab. Well, it seems like other than cinder, slag, and burnt slag, it's not too bad. And I suspect if I do those guys all kind of together, it won't really matter. Because everything else seems to be pretty good. Ooh, actually, snow might be tricky too. Because the snow and the spores, wet spores, it seems are less dense, I guess, for some reason than the than the other ones. Well, we'll do this. We'll go block, cinder, block, slag, block, burnt slag, and then do snow, and then wet spores, regular spores, actually, you know, I don't think it really matters, does it? Because as everything goes through, my thought process is that anything that goes through every all the filters and all the stuff, whatever doesn't get processed or all the byproducts will just come down and it'll all just fall down into there. I was not trying to grab that. I was trying to grab you. There. So I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? So we'll just do it like that. We'll go block sand, block wet sand, block gold, block slag, burnt slag, snow. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough space for all of this. Spores, wet spores, amethyst, red sand, void bloom, and cinder. And then if for some reason anything makes it through, wait, can I do that one? Yeah. If for some reason anything makes it through, it can go there. Let's put a block there. I don't know how well this is going to work, and it's probably not going to work, but that's okay. So sand, we'll say sand goes out to here, and then we'll have the washer down here. So how do I want to do this? I'm definitely gonna have to switch this up, because if I go find that other option, if I find the better way that maybe tree trim does it, is it DK was giving me? Yeah, DK. So if I go through there, and it ends up being that he's got a really good one and I can make that one work, then I can just do that one. Let's go. You know what, we'll do it here. We'll do like 1, 2, 3. And block sand. Like that. Because then sand can come down. It hopefully won't pile up, because anything that gets down to here, the water can still grab it. And then we'll have this block. We'll have this block the wet sand. Oh, nice. It's finally done. Okay. So that can block the wet sand. And then, ooh. What if I do this? Have it go up. Oh, there's a big old bug just flew in front of my screen. Go away, bug. Bring this all the way over. And then we'll have a couple of pumps. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do this. There. Okay, so that'll be sand. And how do I want to do wet sand? Have wet sand come out to here. That's not going to work. Okay, now how much of this can I get? Or is this also going to be weird? You ever get not quite a sunburn, but enough sun that you get itchy? Like a borderline sunburn, but not quite? Because I got that going on my walks. And with going on my walks, I've been getting plenty of sun. Today gave me the tiniest bit of sunburn almost, but it's not quite a sunburn, but I'm itchy. So I'm all itchy. Go. That was not what I wanted. Okay. That also probably isn't going to work that well, but we're going to give it a try. We'll have the filter. No, you know what? We're not. I'm just going to have it dump straight on like that. It'll just go. Okay, so next, gold. Yeah, I'm just gonna have gold go this way. And it's gonna be, we're gonna have this be number 2 portal. So portal in and out. Portal in and out. There we go. And then next one, slag. Oh, did I put allow? I did put allow. Or block. Slag. Let's see. A box to the right of the sifter. I'm assuming this area over here, or this little spot right here is what you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, obviously if that is a good spot for it, I can put them there. Either have things just teleport, like portal in and out, make a couple of little boxes in there. Like have it go across and just have like 3 or 4 little filters or something. Alright, here we go. Catch all the excess. I missed it by a pixel. And then yeah, I can do that. Alright, so you are blocking burnt slag until I get to here. And then you're allowing burnt slag. One going this way, one going this way. Like so. Okay. Huh. A 1 block wide. Huh. That sounds interesting. I'll definitely have to look into that. Okay. This is gonna be a tricky one. Yeah, I'm gonna do it this way. We'll go like so. Like so. Like so. Alright, so this is going to be allow burnt slag. And anything that's not burnt inside can just keep going and it'll be fine. And then maybe that'll... Because, I mean, realistically, if this doesn't keep up, that's fine. Because it can all just multi-cycle through, right? Let's see, what's the next one? Snow? I'll just have it go like so. I don't know if I have a lot of snow. I might have snow just go through the same portal. So maybe I'll have to, maybe what I'll do is I'll take any of these that don't fit and I can work this and figure out a way to make it all go through a second portal that is like a trash portal. Maybe that's what I can do. Let's see, so snow, so spore. I think I'm going to do a copy of this. We'll do copy you. Like so. And then we'll do you like so. Obviously, it's gonna have to, whoops, wrong thing. It's gonna have to switch to the planter box. Let's see, if I put this guy here, go up. Okay, so now I need wet spores, I think was the next one. Yes. So blocking wet spores. Ooh, but see, now I gotta figure out the planter box. You know what? Let's just start with there. Let's see how this works. Nope, not what I wanted. Let's see how well this works, right? I mean, at the moment, the Amethyst is going to have to just stay here, I think. And because the Amethyst... Oh, see, this is what I was afraid of. But I mean, so far it's kind of working. Ooh, maybe if I do... If I do a blocker before it gets to it, I would only allow gold. Because anything that's above it should be stuff that can fall through, right? Maybe? Ooh, except the... Yeah. Do that. Okay. Whoops. Did I mess something up? Not everything except gold. Goofed. And I goofed this one too. I forgot to fix these. Block. Spores. There. And then block wet spores. There. Let's see if this works. Because that slag should hit and then go back through. Let's see if the sand wetter works. That should be plenty, right? Oh, one of the burnt slag got caught. Oh well. It's okay. I have a moment of truth. Let's see if this even works at all. Or if this is a terrible idea. We'll block the snow. A little bit. Ooh, actually, I wonder. Think this will work? Think it'll block everything up? So if that works, then I don't need all of these, right? This one will be spores. You know what? This might actually work. I mean, so far. Obviously, this is just going to kind of keep cycling until everything gets through, but... But if it's working, right? There, get rid of all that. And let's go ahead and just block the Amethyst here for now. Okay, so not too bad. There. Unfortunately, because until I get the Amethyst turned into the petals, it's not going to do a whole lot. Let's see, which one's Void Bloom? This one's Void Bloom. Should be fine, right? Just to make sure. I need a lot more processing for the red sand. Ugh, so much red sand. Ooh, I don't know if I told you guys already or not. I bought a scraper to get all those stickers off of everything that I told you guys about. Just stickers all over the place. I bought a scraper with a little extension handle and everything so I can scrape stuff off. It's pretty sweet. I even used it today. Yeah, I think it was like 12 bucks or something like that on Amazon was all. It even came as a 2-pack, so it came with a small little one and a bigger one. You can either use just like the flat razor blades, like just the square ones. But it also has an option to be able to use these attachment pieces that it comes with, which is pretty neat. So you can get like a bigger, thicker piece of metal that goes to it. So you don't have to use razor blades that are really quick to dull doing that kind of thing. It's pretty nice. Oh, this isn't broken. I need you. Thank you. Yeah, gotta get all this red sand so we can process all this amethellus, get it out of the way. Because I'm gonna need plenty of room. I gotta get stuff moving. I was hoping this was going to have more red sand. But it's really thin right here, so I don't know. Oh, public service announcement. Reminder. If you have a water bottle or one of those water jug type things, make sure you wash them really good. Apparently, the lid on mine, even though I tried to wash it, the lid on mine had this nasty buildup. I'm sitting there going, man, maybe that's the reason I was always feeling a little off. Because there was this big old huge chunky black moldy stuff in the little screw-on part of my water bottle. It was pretty gross. Obviously, I cleaned it all up. I'm not still using that. So, I got it all cleaned up so that it's not all grody anymore. But I think what I'll start doing is every use or two, every couple of days or once a week or something, maybe I'll just give it a little light, like sanitizing bleach water rinse. Make sure nothing's growing on it. Like, I'm not surprised I didn't notice right away, because the lid to my water bottle is black, and so black stuff on it I didn't even notice. Okay. There's that section of red sand. Now I'll have to see if it's gonna work or not. Oh, is this not my... Oh, pff. It'd probably help if I did the right thing. Which one is this one? Amethyst. So block amethyst. I would do that. Get everything moving a little bit more. Not a ton, but it should start moving a little more. Now, how do I want to do planter box? Do that. We'll do, for the time being, like that. Ooh. Okay. If we go here. Here. Like so. And then I'll do, let's do that. I'll probably, obviously I'm going to have to rebuild this because if I look it up and trim has a better version, I'm gonna obviously have to use that version. There we go. Almost done. There. I think that's enough. It looks like I got it all. Oh, did I miss a spot? I missed a spot. Okay, I think I got it. There we go. Well, red sand working its way down, which is good. There. Oh, I'm surprised I've got a little wire left. Oop, whoa. Not supposed to do that. Might as well finish off the last little bit of this one, and I can close off this section too. And almost there. I think I might be able to get the rest of that with one more grabber. I think. Yep, one grabber. I have to say, I'm honestly surprised this is working as well as it is. Didn't necessarily expect it to work even half this good. I just need more red sand. Although, I think once I get everything going, I probably could just portal out the amethyst. This is probably all just dirt, huh? Yeah, if this is all dirt, then I'm not going to have enough to process. I'm going to have to just dump amethyst after a bit. Well, I guess out of all the things I would have to dump, amethyst petals is the least egregious. Ooh, not there. There we go. Okay. Now I got the conveyor belt that can dribble everything down. And then filter it. clear out a bunch of stuff. The pink fog. That was quick. Maybe I should put this one lower. There. Still just too much amethyst. Ooh, although maybe that's what I'll do. Instead of filling it all up with gold, I'll fill up the Sandustry sign with the amethyst petals. You know, it'd be nice if the rocket launcher was a little stronger, or if it just, you know, hit everything within the area rather than these weird, you know, lines where it checks in weird diagonally lines and stuff. You know what I want that I would probably not use as much as it would be needed to make it worth buying? An ice machine. I mean, my fridge has like a little ice maker in it, but I think it would be cool to have an actual like full-blown ice machine. That'd be kind of cool. Ooh. Or a soft serve, like an ice cream machine. That would be pretty cool. Get your own, like McDonald's soft serve, or like Wendy's, Frosties. That would be awesome. I don't know. Is there like a appliance that you would want that you probably wouldn't want to justify, but it would be cool to have? Ooh, a deep fryer. There's absolutely no way I would have anywhere to put, let alone justify using it enough, because it would make me so fat. But a deep fryer would be awesome. And yes, I know they have little deep fryers, but I mean, like, I want to make tater tots or French fries or something, and I want it for the whole family. And instead of waiting, you know, half an hour for them to cook in an oven and come out dry, being able to just dump them into a fryer and pull them out after, you know, 3 minutes. You have that golden crispy. Because you can get the little ones. But they only do enough for maybe one person, maybe, at a time. And I did have a little one for quite a while. But in order to make it worth doing like family dinner, meaning having I know, like sometimes we'll do like clam strips, or sometimes we'll do tater tots, you know, all that type of stuff. And being able to do it quantity as much as I would like to, it never works out well with those small ones that are just like 2 liters. Oh man, yawn. The like little 2-liter types. It never works out well properly for those. Because you have to use it, you know, 4, 5, 6 times if you want everybody to have French fries or tater tots. I love tater tots. They're like little tiny mini hash brown chunks. They're just so good. Ooh, I gotta say though too, relevant but completely useless, I like hash browns that are done in the patty. You know, a nice thinner, but like just whatever the patty shape. Usually it's kind of an oval, but I like those patty ones. And that was the best thing to do in one of those small, like, little personal fryers. Because I could cook up 1 or 2 of those, pull them out of the fryer. You get an egg, You fry the egg over easy. That way you get that nice runny yolk. And I got a little bit of cheese, a little slice of cheese on there. Toss it onto, I don't know, like a croissant or, you know, a slice of bread or something. Oh, homemade breakfast sandwiches. So good. Those are why you would have a personal fryer. Man, now I'm hungry for hash browns. And it's almost midnight. That would be the worst time to have hash browns. So much dirt. Like, I don't want to throw away the amethyst just yet, in case I do get more red sand. But at the same time, I've got enough red sand, don't I? Well, I think it's going to take a minute for it to work through all the sand over there. Ooh, is gold getting pushed through now? Probably. I kind of feel like I don't really need to filter out gold, because it doesn't have to come to here. I could have it go all the way down here. And then that way anything that is like gold, maybe I could separate it off and have it come this way. Maybe. I've almost got the gold space I've designated as full almost. Okay. Well, I think for the time being, this might be the next stopping point. We've kind of rebuilt the entire thing. Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. I don't know. We'll find out. We've pretty much got all of our petals dealt with to as much as we can right now, unless there's more red sand hidden somewhere. So yeah, I think this is gonna be tonight's episode, guys. I want to say thank you for joining me, especially you guys who are now, more or less, you guys are my regulars. It's always nice to see you guys out here. I'm glad to see you guys are doing good. And then Tuesday, if you want to come join me again, I'm going to be doing some more abiotic factor, and as long as my computer is actually fixed and working properly, it should be a good time. Getting into some tough spots. New enemies, all that kind of stuff. Should be good. So, don't forget to hit the likes and the subscribes so you can join me next time. And then I know I'm probably going to completely forget, so feel free, do a comment, put reminders, let me know, like, hey, don't forget to watch that one video and get Trim's washer, sifters, planters, etc. That way I can remember, because then I can look back at the comment and go, oh yeah. So yeah. Until then though, and until next time, have fun.